me record it. Now 11:20. Okay. So this is the new instance. Okay, if you're checking the application, so we are checking this application. It's a 19D. Okay. Let me connect with the technical. As I mentioned earlier, so we have to click on tools. Under the tools, reporting and analytics. Okay, the page we can go for all the technical kind of work. Okay, as I said, I will be taking one class for the complete technical. Okay, so here in the browse catalog, if you click on the browse catalog, okay, it will open with that whatever the reporting tool which is opening for you. Okay, there is a reporting tool which is a technical work start. Okay, so let me check it here. So if you're checking in this page, so here only you are going to do your work. Okay, so here this is a my folder, this is the share folder. It is a my folder in the sense, so it is for this user. Okay, we are checking. If you're checking for this user, okay, we have this user, right? For this user alone, we have only one folder. So this folder for this user. Whatever he is saving here, right? So it is available only for you. Okay, it's not for any other people. It's available only for this user. Okay, so if you are putting whatever you are putting, you are doing it and you are putting into the share folder. Okay, so this is applicable for everyone. Whoever has this login for this instance, okay, they are able to see the whatever maybe the reporting for which is available for them, which is under the share folder. Okay, so if you say here you have a customer, right? So if you're checking all the files, so this and all is like already everything is a standard one. Okay, financial statement, whatever may be the folder depends upon the folder. Okay, we have they have customized with a different folder for different model. Okay, if you see the custom one, you're able to see the custom, right? So if this custom is related to only, it's like whatever it's like related to your project, you are doing some customization. Okay, that customization will save in this custom folder. Okay, if I say here in finance, let me take it in the finance. Okay, so checking in the finance, this collection. So I'm able to see the collections, right? Let me check whether the collection is there in the customer or not. Check here. So here I'm not able to check it for finance. So here the same structure here also is there, right? Right. So this is like only the customer, as part of the customization, they have only these three modules they have customized it. Okay, whatever the folder structure you are able to see in the custom, it will be there in the standard itself. Okay, so here we have it, right? So if I say there only payable payments and receivables, which is as part of it, it is there, right? So this collection is not there in the folder, right? So what we have to do if you are doing any customization, this is the standard one which Oracle provided you. Okay, on top of this, okay, if you want to do any customization, okay, so what you can do is you have to customize it, right? So it's like if I say if my job, okay, in front end I'm submitting one job, the job is following the standard process. That standard process I want to re-trigger to my custom job. Okay, but if you are anything running, you are running this report means which will be a standard one. Okay, instead of the standard one, I want to make it as a custom one. Okay, for that what you have to do is here you are able to see the analytics, right? Yes. Okay, instead of analytics XMLP server, make it as XMLP server. If you're checking here, see here it logged in with the admin permission. So admin permission is a top permission. It's like top high level privilege. Okay, which is for admin, only for admin. Only few people have this one. So again, let me go to the standard one. because custom, let me show you one more time. So if you're checking the custom, so come down under finance, you're able to see only three folder, right? So if I want to make something which is standard one, I want to make it as a custom. Okay, what to do is just click on the, this is the standard one. Whatever they are in the custom, within custom folder, that is a custom one. Whatever they are within other than custom folder, which is a standard Oracle provided one. So here we have this many collections. In the collection I have aging, under aging I have something else. Okay, so for this, let me, if you're checking here, you are able to see the customize. Okay, if you are logging with the XML server, then only you will be able to see this customize. Okay, so let me open the new tab and let me show you one more thing with the analysis. So now I have opened a new tab. So now it is logged in with the analytics, right? So analytics, if I click on it, you will not find that option. Right. So let me click here. So let me just click on the customize. So I have customized my report. Then click on save. Okay. So let me view list. Let me change the name to collection custom. Okay. Let me click on save. Let me go to the catalog. So now I have customized the standard one, right? So under the share folder, under the custom, okay. Let us go to the finance. Under finance, previously we have seen only two, right? Three, right? We are able to see now the collection landscape. Creation date also it's a two. That means we have customized the standard one to the customer. Expand it, aging, so see. This only we have customized it, right? So the owner also is like our username. So click on that. If you want to edit something, click on edit. So now instead of the standard flow, okay, standard report, now this report will trigger it off. Our custom report will trigger it. Okay. Let me check in standard one what exactly it was there. So if you instead, I'm going to the finance, under the finance, the collections, under the collections, under the aging. This only I have customized it. Let me click on the edit. So this is the standard one, right? This is the standard data model which is there in this folder. Okay. Whenever you are running the program, right? Whenever you are running program, instead of taking this flow, this layout, it will take that layout, which we have customized it. Okay, that's how we will be like normally the standard one. If you are customizing the workflow, we cannot change it, right? So if it is that, if I run this program, this standard report should run. Okay, instead of running the standard report, now I am running this custom report. Yes. Got it. This is how we will customize it. Okay. Let me check some other. Let me give you the what exactly this. So this is the home page. Okay. Here you can create our. Here you can schedule a job. This is for scheduling a job. Schedule, you know, right? And but that particular time, I want to just create this report. Okay. If you want to run it now, just run it now. If I want to customize schedule in the future, I want to run in the midnight 12 o'clock. I cannot work upon run the program, right? Yes. Midnight. So I will schedule at midnight time. Then I will be after midnight. If I schedule that time, it will trigger that time itself. Okay. Let me. So and one more thing here, you are able to see archive, unarchive, right? Archive for download. Okay, unarchive for upload. This is how it's like. I'm currently in. I have one instance. Other than production, I will have a non-prod instance. Right? Either development, testing one instance, I will have production one instance. Right? Yes. If you want to move one code from my test instance to production, first we will download through archive. Okay, you download and you can log into the production. And production, you just unarchive it. Okay, if you are unarchive it, it will upload it. So I have something. I have edited. Here it is now. So it's not there. That's fine. So let me create a new one and let me show you how we can download and upload. Okay. So if I'm doing it here means it will save only for you. Okay. So here you are able to see the analytics, right?
Yes.
So analytics is nothing but normal OTP reports, which will execute. Now, there is no customization at all. It's just drag and drop. Okay. So we are able to see here data model and report, right? This is for VA publisher reports. Okay, this reporting tool as part of a OVA. Okay, this tool we have it here. Okay, let me click on the analysis page. So here you are able to see the standard subject areas, right? So which is like defined by Oracle. Okay, loading. So it's loading it once again. So once it will load, so it will show you the depends upon the module. Okay, depends upon the module, it will open it. So if you have in finance, I told you, right? We have a payables, we have a receivables, we have a general ledger. It's the same way. If you are checking here, come down. Let me check it for payables. See here you have you're able to see the payable invoice, right? So payable invoice you have a two, and payments also you have. Okay, and the same way if you are checking coming down and check for the general ledger. See here we have for receivables, right? Let me go and check for order management. We have manufacturing. We have the same way human resource we have. So everything have a different subject area. Okay, as of now, just I'm taking for one payables. So payable, I'm taking on invoice. Okay, let me take on invoice from the payable subject area. If you click on the subject area, this subject area is nothing but default one. Oracle created this subject area. Okay, the inbuilt and all we doesn't know. The database side we don't know what exactly they written. So the database will be a set of select statement. They will be Oracle. Okay, so they given this set of select statement and they will be providing this structure. It's like only the field they are giving it here. Okay, so whatever may be the field you want. So if you say I want only the supplier name, okay, so here I am taking as a supplier. I am taking as a supplier here. Okay, then if you want to check it for the we click on the invoice, right? So click on we created invoice. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
So let me check for the invoice amount. Supplier wise, the invoice amount, just I'm putting it. So I want to know what exactly the invoice also, right? So let me check it for invoice. So here you are able to see the invoice date. Okay. So here it came with the invoice date. Okay. After invoice date, just I'm taking that invoice number. After invoice amount, just I want to put the invoice amount. Okay. So here you are able to see the invoice amount. Okay. So this is the set of columns which is already they are pulling from the backend. So here you are able to see this scale kind of thing, right? This is the measured column. That means it's like sorry, this is the backed column. So the backed column is nothing but it's a number, numeric value. You will store the numeric value. Here you are able to see another format, which is this three boxes, right? This is like character one. So your name you can save, supplier name you can save. The string, whatever you are saving it, it will be there in this column. Okay, whatever the amount, numeric column, which is called as fact column. This three dot you are able to see, right? This they will call it as a measured column. So other thing we have, if you're checking that invoice, not invoice date here. Let me check for the time. Time you can find it out. So if you're checking here. So here I am able to see the structure, right? This they will call it as a hierarchy column. The hierarchy column is nothing but, if you say year 2020, okay, under 2020 how many months we have? 12 months we have. Yes. Under months, how many week we have? Under week we have a day. Okay, those kind of things will come into this hierarchy column. First, we will try to execute this one. Okay, then we will add this hierarchy column. Okay, so here the supplier wise, I'm just pulling out my invoice details. All right. See, I got the invoices. Okay. So invoice date, invoice amount, everything I got it. So now I want to make it as a filter. Okay. So I want only for this is one. If you want to make any filter, just click on the filter. Okay. Just click. It will show you the list of suppliers you want to choose. I'm just choosing as two different suppliers. Let me click on OK. Let me give on the result. So now, if you are checking that, you are able to see we have filtered with only these two suppliers, right? That's the reason we got only the two suppliers here. Okay, let me go to criteria tab. Now let me give it with short option, short emo, right? Shorting option, ascending or descending. That's a short option. Okay, so now I'm short option. I'm just starting with ascending order. The supplier I'm with. Let me go with descending. Previously it's all with ascending only. I'm going with supplier. I'm going with the descending order. Okay. So this is first short option. So second time, if you want to short anything, you cannot. You should not click this one. If you click on this one, so the first one will go. No. Okay. So for that, first let me go with the descending order. Okay. The second one, short option. I'm just adding my ascending order. Okay, if you're checking here, this is the first short option, this is the second short option. Okay, let me go and check for the result. See, it is started with the descending order. Okay, so let me try to remove the filter so it could be easy for you to understand. So let me remove the filter, let me check for the result now. See, supplier is in. So this one you are able to see invoice number in descending order, right? So it started with W. It's not started with A. So you're not able to see supplier name because it's like too many values we have. That's the reason we are able to see the supplier name. Let me show you that. So for that supplier, we have many rows. That's the reason you are not able to see the supplier name. Let me add it with ascending order. Now you can see the supplier might be. See the first supplier. Okay. It started with the ascending order now. Okay, else let me go with the amount. Amount is greater than 10,000. So I am just making a filter for adding a filter. So it's equal to, I am making as a greater than, okay, greater than 1,000. I want to make the values. Check for the result. We are checking here only greater than that amount. We are getting that invoice details, right? Yes. Let me check it for greater than 10,000 now, so that we can restrict to more. So if I want to just edit that filter, click on OK. So whatever the filter we have is like more than 10,000, those only it will filter it. See, you're able to see, right? Everything is at 4,800 above. So we are able to see the suppliers now, right? So it is in ascending order now. So let me make it to descending order now. This one I made it as a descending. The second supplier number I am making as a ascending order. Let me check it for it. See, it started with you. Got it? Got it. So here, if you're checking here, it's starting with the ascending order. It started with E. After E, it is going for U. That means invoice number I have started with ascending order. Supplier number I have started with the descending order. The invoice amount I have started with greater than 10,000. Okay. This is how we will short it. Let me try to save this one. Let me, under my folder, let me create one more folder for you. Okay, I'm just making as Makesh. Click on OK. Under Makesh, I'm just making as invoice report. Okay, click on OK. Let me click on save. Let us check what it's showing it exactly in the folder, how it is saved. Okay, if you're going to the folder structure, so Makesh folder I have created under my folder. See, this symbol you are able to see, right? This symbol is nothing but data analysis. This they will call it as a OTP. So if you want to run the report, if you want to save it in Excel format, just click on the export and click on the export whatever the output you want. So it will run it. Okay, after running it, it will save to your local. Okay, let us wait for 2 minutes. See, it's completed. It got downloaded to your laptop. Okay, if you want to run the report, just click on the open. So it got the result. So you are able to see the result now. So if you want to export here, so here we have option the same way. If you want to export to the PDF, still you can go and export with the PDF. Okay.
Sir, we cannot add it with the desktop.
Sorry?
If we are downloading our local system, we can send directly to desktop folder.
No, it is there in your system only.
Just I'm asking in desktop is there, no? While downloading, we can put the desktop option.
See, it is downloaded in invoice report, which is there in my downloads. You want to say you cannot choose the path. You want to say path you cannot choose. Just you can download it.
Okay.
So movie and all normally you are downloading the same way you are downloading it here. Okay. So if you want to download with that other option also, you can do it. So if you say this option is not there, I want to edit it, still you can go ahead and edit the report analysis. And we have a permission. If you're checking here, so I'm able to move here to here. See, invoice date I have moved it. Now I'm going to move it here. That means you have an option to move it here and there. Okay. So if you want to delete this column, I don't want to show this column to. I think that option we don't have. It should be there. See, we have. So I don't want to see the invoice date now. For that, just click on right click, exclude the column. Invoice date. Now it will disappear for your report. But not from original report. It will not. No, for it's showing the report, right? Output you are just removing it. So if you want to add it again, you can still go ahead and add it. So if you want to move this column to left or move this column to right, you can add it. Okay. Now the invoice amount. Just what I'm doing is move this column to the prompt or section. Let me move to the section now. So section, it's like it has more row. That's the reason it's not working. Okay. Let me try to move this to. Let me try move to this one. Let me try move this to section. This also has maximum. Else let me try to move to the prompt. Prompt is nothing but it's like a variable. Okay, I'm passing some input. See, it moved out. So depends upon your drop list. Below I'm showing my invoice amount. So if you want to still go and include, you can include the invoice date. You want to exclude this invoice date also, you can exclude it. So this one, if I want to move it to my data, so my report, still you can go ahead and move it. Okay, this is how it's like you can play it actually. So here you're able to see right table from section. So this is how you can move it. So either you can right click and you can play it, or it's like within a graph also you can play with your reports. Okay. So let me just go to the catalog again. If I say I want to move this one to some production environment, what you have to do is more click on archive. That means you are downloading from one of the instance, okay, and say this is I'm just logging to my production environment for testing purposes. I'm creating a one more folder, okay. In real time you will have different instance, right? So say I have downloaded from this instance, then I will log into here acdc folder. The same way I am logging to some other environment, okay. In that folder just I want to upload whatever I have downloaded, okay. Just click on the unarchive. So what you want to do, choose it. So here I have downloaded with invoice report. So here you are able to see the different option, right? So if it is if the old version is there, just I'm replacing the old version. If old version is not there, just click on null. Okay. So if the old version is there, sorry.
We can look at the old version or new version. This one.
That means you are uploading, right?
Yes.
In that instance, the same report is there or not.
No.
If the report is not there, new report you are moving, there is no instance. If already you have the same report, just you have modified something and you are moving it, then you can click on the force.
Okay.
Okay, that means I already have a chocolate. Okay, the same chocolate you are giving, the same reason. This report, it's already there in the production. I'm just doing some modification, just adding one of the column, and I'm moving to the production. That time already the report is there. Just I have enhanced with this report. So I'm just moving it. So that time you can click on force. This is you are able to see the preserve and inherit, right? The inherit is nothing but in the structure you are able to see the folder, right? The folder will have some other structure, some other permission, okay. The same permission this report also will take, okay. Whatever you are migrating, then the report will take the folder structure permission. If you go with the preserve is nothing but the report you downloaded, the report will have some functionality or some permission. That permission will be take, whether you want to take a folder permission or you want to take the downloaded permission. And just normally you will go with the inherit, because in the production folder they will have, right? So if I all the reports should follow the production folder permission. If I say some financial report, okay, it's applicable for only 2 or 3 users. Okay, that time you can go with the preserve. In the test instance itself, I can provide the permission. And production, I want to say use the same permission for the report. Okay, that time you can go with the preserve option. Okay, let me click on OK. See, now I have uploaded my whichever we have downloaded to the local, I have uploaded to the another instance. Just click on open, so it will open with the same. Okay, from here if you want to edit it, just click on edit. If you want to click edit, you can do the edit here. Okay, so if I say for this report I want to create a prompt. Okay, prompt is nothing but it's a parameter I'm passing it. Okay, so I want to pass only for if I say take this IQ stream. Okay, IQ stream Hyderabad. I want to how many staff count. So Hyderabad. If I pass Hyderabad, I want to fetch Hyderabad staff. If I want to pass a Bangalore, I want to list of the Bangalore list of people, staff people. Okay, this is like dynamically you are passing your input and you are getting the output. Okay, that is how we are creating a prompt here. So let me click on the prompt here. The column prompt I'm clicking is I'm just going with supplier. Okay, so custom label supplier. Let me give it as a prompt. This is like whatever you will display to you. Okay, so after a description, if you want to click anything supplier, let me give this as okay. So this here you can choose the option, either you want to type it in text field, or you want to choose it, or you want to check box or radio box or list box. You can do. Let me click on the list box. Let me click on OK. Okay, let me create with the same supplier. It will throw you an error because already we have, right? So now I have created with list option. Let me try to save this one and let me try to check for the result. Let me save it. I'm going to the catalog page now. Let me try to open the report now. See, here it again. Given with list option. So list option, you can choose your list option and click on OK, you will get the result. Okay, for this supplier, we don't have a record. Let me try to edit it. So instead of list, I want to change it to some other option now. Instead of list in the prompt. Okay, so let me try to edit this one. Instead of list, I'm just choosing with choice list. I can choose my own choice. Try to save. Later, we'll try to click on the catalog page. Let me click on open. See, here it came with choice list, right? So if you want to choose anything, just click on the supplier and click on OK. You will get the results for the particular supplier. Got it? Now you can try to change it to the text field now. So let me just change it to text field. Now we are going to edit this report. Click on the prompt. Maybe it's loading it. Where you clicked it?
Here.
Why you click there? I have a screen for prompt here, right? Supplier prompt. No, click on the supplier prompt first. Double click or click on edit. Now I want to change it to choice list. Instead of choice list, I want to make it with checkbox. Either checkbox is fine. Click on checkbox. Click on OK. Click the save. Analysis save. This is analysis save. Okay. Once again, come down. So click on the drop down. So see, you're able to see the choice list. Okay. If you want to edit something, so just click on edit. So instead of choice list, I want to make it as a text field. Click on OK. So come down. If you're able to see here, text field it came. Okay. So whatever maybe you want to type, you can type and you apply. This is how it will look into your
supplier name or something.
Supplier name only, that is. So you are able to see the supplier prompt. That means I given a label as supplier prompt. If you are checking here, I have given a label as supplier prompt. Supplier, I am just giving a name. Okay. Click on OK. You come down. So the prompt is showing is the supplier name. Okay. If I want to create a multiple one, so I want to create for one more filter for that invoice number or invoice number. So I am just clicking yes, invoice number, choice list. If you are checking here, so it will give a two different. One is supplier number, supplier name, another is invoice number. So if I want to change it to role based, if you are checking here, so it will come into first supplier number and invoice number if it is in the same row. Okay. If you want to into the each column, if you want to in the different row, so it is in the different row. If I want to say in the new column, so just I'm adding into the new column. Okay. So if you want to uncheck it, you can uncheck it. If you want to move this prompt to up, this prompt to down, so you have option to move up and move down. If you're checking here, invoice number in first and supplier name in second. Okay. So if we say, let me try to save it and let me try to run this report. So invoice number you can choose. First I click on one, click on OK. It will fetch the invoice number only for that one. Okay. Now I'm going to the catalog. Let me try to edit one more time. Now dependent parameter, we'll see how we can create the dependent parameter here. Okay. It's like it depends upon the supplier. I want to list out the whatever the invoices along with the supplier. Okay. Let me click on the prompt. So the supplier name I want to make it as okay. Depends upon this supplier. I want to print my invoice detail. Okay. Let me try to find out do we have any other option. So here I am just making as a choice list. Okay. Choice list I given is okay. I didn't pass anything, just I'm clicking on OK. So if you're checking the invoice number, the same way choice list I'm choosing it, come down. So here you're able to see the enable the user to select multiple values. They are able to choose a multiple values. Here enable user to type the values. Here you're able to type the values. Let me click on the limit values depend upon supplier name. So depends upon the supplier, what are the invoice we have, it will show it now. Let me click on OK. Let me try to save it. Go to the catalog. Let me try to open it. See, so supplier name I'm making as 1511B. So whatever the invoices we have for that supplier, that will list here. Okay, the same way I'm just choosing it with if INC. Let me click on OK. See, this invoices whatever related to that supplier, it will return here. It will not return all the invoice number. Okay, it will return only the supplier related to invoice it will return. Okay, so it will not return here I have three different suppliers A, B, C. Okay, here I have some supplier, A supplier has invoices 1, 2, B supplier has invoice 3, 4, C supplier has invoices 10 and 9. Okay, if I choose C supplier, okay, it will invoice will show only the 10 and 9. If I choose a supplier, the invoice prompt will show 1 and 2. If I choose a B supplier, it will show 3 and 4. It will not show all the 1, 2, 3, 4 and 9, 10. Okay, whatever the supplier you are seeing, so depends upon the supplier I am filtering for the next parameter. So this is how you are narrowing down your searches.
So this one, can you tell one?
Okay, fine. We have marker CA. C. So I have a supplier A, supplier B, supplier C, supplier D. Okay, this supplier has two invoices, 1 and 2. This supplier has invoices 3 and 2. This supplier has invoices 5 and 6. This supplier has invoice 7 and 6. Okay, the first parameter I am choosing which option. So I can choose A, B, C, D, any supplier now. So first option I am choosing as a D supplier now. Okay, the second parameter it will show only 7 and 8 invoices. It will not show all the invoices detail. Okay, so depends upon the supplier, it will show the list of invoices. The same way, if I choose a B supplier, it will show only 3 and 4. It will not show all the invoices. Okay, if you're checking here, that's why we have restricted, right? Let me click on edit now. Okay. If I click on the prompt, so if I click on the second parameter, see the second parameter I given restricted with supplier number, limit values by supplier name. So depends upon the supplier where you are choosing it, the invoice value will come. So if I click on, if I'm not clicking anything, that means there is a no dependent between supplier one first parameter and second parameter. So it is independent. It will show all the invoices details what I showed in the in this board, right? So let me try to execute it. Let me try to open it. So let me choose. Okay, it will show all the supplier. Whether this supplier, this invoice is related to this supplier or not, it will not consider. It will show all the suppliers. See, this criteria is not there. This case, it is giving error, right? So instead of this one, so there is no relation between this invoice number with that supplier. Okay, explicitly you are making as a dependent parameter to narrow down your searches.
Okay.
Okay, this is how you will create a prompt. Okay, if you want to customize anything within this one, so I say so I want to hide one field from here. I want this here, but I want to hide something. So what you can click on the filter. Sorry, click on the properties. So if you want to hide this column, you can go ahead and column property, you can hide it. Okay, if you hide OK, so this here you are able to see it, right? We'll check it in front end page. Here we have a 4 different. Let me click on open. See, the hidden column is not showing here. See, only 3 columns I'm able to see it. Okay, if you want to do some formatting, so if I say this one I want to make it as a Arial only for that column. Okay, I'm just giving as a border. I'm bordering giving as all. I'm giving as a border. I'm giving a border color as red color. Click on OK. Click on OK. Let me try to find out the result. Oh, invoice date we given it now. So let me try to, we have high date right? So let me try to show that field. Click on OK. Click on the result. See.
Yes.
Right. So if I want to go for again the same column properties. So this is for border. Okay. So if you want to make it as any background color, I'm making it as light color. Click on OK. So here you are able to see the 2 different options, right? Save the system wide default. Another one says system wide for this data type. Okay. So if you click on this option, okay. So wherever this general information invoice data is there, whatever you are customizing here, right? It will reflect in another report. If you are creating a new report, also it will reflect over there.
Okay.
Okay. Let me click on this option. Okay. General information invoice data given it, right? Let me save it. Let me show you the option here. See, background color came now. Let me create a new invoice now. The same way payroll, right? The same way payable invoice, transaction amount. I'm creating a new report now. Let me check whether this is reflected in our new report or not. Okay. Let me just pull my supplier. The same way invoice detail, invoice amount. Invoice amount only we made a change, right? So let me change it to invoice amount. Let me check for the result. Invoice date, right? Ask invoice amount, you said yes. We have customized in general information. Invoice date. Let me check for the result now. So you are reflected in this report only. Because these changes we made it in that report. That means it's like as part of your client, they are saying that all this value I want to shoot, whatever may be the report I'm doing it. Okay, I want to display in this format only. They will say. So initially creating whatever may be the invoice you are creating it, in the top of one of the invoice, okay, top of one of the report, you can do this customization and put it on that option. So whoever is creating a new report, it will reflect this result. Okay.
This one basing on client requirement.
It's based on client requirement. If we say this report, whatever may be the report you are creating, I can go to this format for that invoice amount.
They will give you a text or something, like the
format. Don't put everything they will give, man. That is a requirement. So if we say I want to make it to clear all the cell formats, I don't want any background color. I just clear it and click on OK. I want to make it as a default color. Now let me try to click with the system invoice date. Let me try to save this report. And just in introduction, I'm making as testing. Let me click on this option. Let me click on OK. Without parameter, I'm just returning the value. We say I want to make it as it is a mandatory parameter you can do. Okay. Because without parameter choose, it move, right?
Yes.
We click on whatever without my choice, it just clicked on OK. It resulting all the values, right? What I'm going to do is in the prompt section. Required user input. I'm choosing as required user input and I'm clicking on OK. Under invoice number, what I'm doing is I am just enable this type. I can type the values, I can type the multiple values, right? Click on OK. Let me save it. Go to the catalog page. Let me open it. See, this button is grayed out now. Because I have told it, say this is like I need supplier name should be present. Not only I am able to run the report. I choose a supplier name, this OK button got enabled. Okay, so here I am able to choose only one supplier. But if you are coming and checking here, I am able to choose a multiple because I have option of creating a multiple. And also I can able to type values from here also. The two options I have given it in as part of a parameter properties. Okay, you got it?
Got it. Two suppliers are having one invoice, you will put it.
Two suppliers has one invoice. How? How it's possible?
Just my question. If it's possible means they will message is buying, selling somewhere.
So this option also I am choosing as a record input. Okay, just click on OK.
It's not possible, right, sir?
The business one supplier has one invoice. The invoice is a unit number. Okay, the same invoice how will another supplier have now. Invoice ID will be unit, but the invoice number it may be the case. The same supplier has same invoice number. The different supplier has same invoice number because as per the functionality of the invoice creation, if I creating a invoice for the supplier, this is a different supplier. I can create the same invoice. You can try to create for different invoices. Okay, sorry, different supplier create a same invoice name. It will reflect. It will not throw in area. So here I'm choosing it. Still, this option is because you are able to see that star option, right? That means the both are mandatory parameter. Still, you choose this one, it will not allow you. Either you have to type. I have typed it. Click on OK. Okay. This is how you will create a prompt, and this is how you will create a mandatory prompt. Okay. Let us start now. We'll take 10 minutes break. Okay.